Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Annisa Azzahra. I'm from 4B Indralaya class, and I would like to explain my my PowerPoint presentation about social learning perspective of educational technology. So in this PowerPoint, we will discuss about social learning, futures of technology in social learning, building learning communities or group, and analysis and measure group learning. First, we have social learning. What is social learning? So social learning was proposed by Bandura 1962, who believes that people can learn from others through observation, imitation. So, social learning can be considered as a change in understanding that goes beyond the individual to become situated within wider social units or communities of practice through social interaction between actors within social networks. So, just like Bandura said, people learn from others through observation and imitation. So, for example, when a child sees one is punished for stealing, so the child knows that stealing is bad behavior. There is a short explanation about social learning. So next we have benefits of social learning. Specific benefits of social learning can be summarized into four major categories. That are social, psychological, academic, and assessment. So, in the social categories, it is contributes to the development of social support system for students. So learners work in groups or communities through social learning, so they could get suggestion and information from others to deal with questions and problems. And second category, psychological. From it, student-centered instruction increases students' self-esteem. So, in a social learning setting, instruction is learner-centered, which is learners are responsible for conducting inquiries, applying knowledge, and making meaning of new concepts. Third category, academic benefits. In this category, classroom results are improved, which means compared with face-to-face teaching, students in social learning deliver more complete reports, make it a higher quality decision, and perform better on complex tasks that require groups to generate ideas and solutions. So the students can perform better to require groups to generate ideas and solutions. And then the fourth category, assessment. In this category, collaborative teaching techniques utilize a variety of assessments. So, in social learning setting, the instructor has not changed to interact with students. Thus, instructors can assess students based on the quality of interactions in addition to exams and other artifacts. Next is futures of technology in social learning. As we know nowadays, technology plays a vital role in social interaction, right? So, example like technologies include Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, MySpace, WeChat, or etc. These tools, these tools involve large-scale networks and the ability to interact and contribute to large groups. We can communicate with others that is more than two people. So social media is beneficial in promoting social learning, such as providing community platforms, learning resources and contents, and learning activities. So the features of technology and social learning summarized by Resta and Leverrier on 27. So there are four features. The first is to promote students' collaboration and knowledge creations. creations. So in this collaboration can be thought of as the process of shared creation. With the interactive nature of technology, students can communicate with others conveniently and represent knowledge clearly, which results in students' active and deep engagement in collaboration. The second is to enhance student cognitive performance of or foster deep understanding. Alright, so social interaction is considered as as a source of cognitive advancement. So with the help of technology, students could get smooth communication with each other, right? For example, like mind management tools and concept maps can help present ideas clearly to support reflective thinking and deep understanding. And the third, it is to add flexibility of time and space for social learning. The, fil- the virtual workspace has been increasing its popularity in people's daily life, so students can finish their work in different place and time, thus they can overcome the trouble of place and time. For example, in MOOCs, although students come from different countries, they can work together because of virtual space provided by the course. And the fourth, the last features, it is to promote student engagement and keep track of students' collaboration. So in these features, learning analytics and big data are useful in monitoring learner progress. Many learning platforms can track and analyze the behavior and learning processes to monitor and predict students' achievements and recommend interventions to promote learning. Next is building and managing learning communities and groups. So the first is the 5 stages of group development. Before building a group, how a group develops should be understood. Effective group development follows a structured process. Tuchman and Jensen summarized the process regarding 5 stages, which are forming, storming, norming, performing, and adjourning. So forming in this stage, people with same goals come together. So they come together and they need to know the similarities and differences of the team members. Then the critical things as the stage is to let members becoming familiar with each other and their tasks, discussing the scope of the effort, formulating the methods to deal with the task, and establishing the rules of engagement are relevant at this stage. Second stage is storming. So when the group attempts to accomplish a task, conflicts about responsibility, division, or rules may surface. The important things at this stage are listening to others, clarifying ideas, finding solutions, and testing ideas. Next, we have forming. In the stage when the group overcomes a conflict, the members become more actively engaged and more involved in sharing information, maintaining community, and solving new issues. So the important thing at this stage is group must be awareness that the group is effective. And the indicators of group effectiveness at this stage are the clarification of interaction processes and taking actions to address problems. Next stage is performing. So when the group reaches this stage, members are generally interdependent, and the group has developed a real unity. Group members are Group members are highly oriented to tasks. They collaborate smoothly and play different roles according to the group needs. So the important thing at this stage is solving problems in the best way to promote group development. And then adjourning. Uh, in this stage, in this adjourning stage, the group is not always active or developing. The group can be terminated when the task is over or when the group disbands for any reason. The important thing at this stage is concluding the achievement, recognizing members' contributions, and giving members the chance to say goodbyes to each other. So the group process can look back to storming when there are unsolved conflicts or when the new members join or difficulties is or or difficulties in understanding tasks arise. Next is it's still the 5 stages of group development. So it is more detailed. Like in the forming stage, the team acquaints and establishes ground rules. Formalities are perceived and members are treated as strangers. So they are still form a group. They didn't know each other yet. And storming, members start to communicate their feelings, but still feel themselves as individuals rather than part of the team. They resist control by group leaders and show hostility. In the morning, people feel part of the team. They start to feel they are a part of the team and realize that they can achieve work if they accept other viewpoints. In the performing, the team works in an open and trusting atmosphere where flexibility is the key and hierarchy is of little importance. So in the adjourning, the team conducts an assessment of the year and implements a plan for transitioning roles and recognizing members' contribution. Yeah, that is about 5 stages of group development. Now we have building and managing small groups. Oh, no. Oh, sorry, I forgot to add the 7.3.2. We skip that. So we have building and managing communities. 4 stages of building and managing learning community. It is now first, let me explain shortly. So learning communities provide necessary support for social learning. Learners interact with others in learning community and group to form social relationships. So according to the 5 stages to build a project course by Walton Moore, we propose the 4 stages of building and managing learning community. The first is introductions. Just like we know, this step is a getting to know you pace. It's like, yeah, introduce yourself. They introduce themselves to each other. Some methods, such as self-introduction and ice-breaking tasks, can be used to create an initial and emotional connection with others in the community. The second stage is involved within the group. So this step is a deeper understanding of group as a part of group. Some methods, such as making group rules and clarifying task division, can be used to make a deeper connection between individuals and the group. The third is form primary interact. This step is a normalization phase, so the individuals in the group began sharing information with each other. For example, like they start to discuss the course contents. And also some methods such as providing feedback on interactions can be used to promote interaction between the groups. And then the fourth is promote role collaboration. This step is a role collaboration phase. The individuals began to confirm their ideas and actively reflect themselves. Some methods such as writing or reflection can be used to enhance group members' collaboration. Next we have, sorry, I move this, I just move this. Yeah. We have analysis and measure social learning. So the ability to measure and to appreciate the complexity of the processes of social learning has benefited from advances in metho- methodolo- methodologies and development of computational power. So first we have social interactions. In this social interactions, individuals' interaction pattern is an important assessment element of social learning. When people interact with each other, a social network is forming, right? So the social network is a social structure made up of individuals called nodes which are tied connected by one or more specific types of interdependency such as interaction, friendship, and kinship. So assessment of social networks should use a method named social network analysis. According to the constitution of social network analysis usually focuses on several key terms such as sociogram, density, and centrality. So the sorry, sociogram is the visualization to show the situation of the whole of the part of the social network. In the sociogram, the node represents the actor, the line represents the relationship between actors, and the arrow direction represents the information flow. So the node, the connected represent the actor. So it's like the number, we call it the number. It is the actor, which is the individual. So and then the line represent the relationship between actors. So the line it is like from this. We take example from this to this. The line from this to this, it is the relationship between actors, between individuals. In the density describes the connection degree of a network. It refers to the number of ties an actor has divided by the total possible ties an actor could have. Yeah, the actor could have. So it is the number that ties an actor has. So, for example, if there are 10 actors, each actor could potentially have 9 ties. That means the actor could potentially connect to other 9 actors. If an actor has 6 ties, the density of the network is not complete. So the bigger of the number of density times, the better the connection of the network. And then centrality describes the numbers of ties an actor has. So the more ties an actor has, the higher centrality it is. When the network has direction, there are two indicators to explain centrality, in degree and out degree. For example, if actor A comments on actor B, then the direction between them is A point to B. So out degree can be used to describe actor A because it is the one commented, and in degree can be used to describe actor B because it is the one who received comment. And if an actor has higher in degree, it means the actor receives more information. If an actor has higher out degree, it means the actor provides more information. Next, we have content analysis. Wait, so in content analysis, when individuals interact with each other, especially discussing and chatting, the understanding of the content could become deeper within the interaction. So the social interaction is usually related to knowledge building. What is knowledge building? Knowledge building can be considered as a form of deep constructivism. Knowledge building, defined as the production and continual improvement of ideas of value to a community that involves individuals and groups coming to a deeper understanding. So it is coming to a deeper understanding through interactive planning, discussion, and continuing improvement of ideas. So content, I mean, content analysis is a method to analyze the procedures with text that usually measure content interaction. So if we take an example of content analysis of a collaborative inquiry learning among four elementary schools in China. So Zhang analyzed the final products of a collaborative inquiry activity. The participants are the participants are from four classes in four elementary schools in China. They were randomly assigned to the groups of four or five. At first, Zhang selected the coding scheme proposed by Zhang to analyze the level of knowledge building. The scheme includes scientificness and complexity, as shown in Table 7.2, which is shown on the screen. So it is the scheme includes scientificness and complexity. So we can see that scientificness, it is press scientific. Uh, it is contains misconception and Neff's conceptual framework, and the hybrid contains misconception and some scientific information, and basically scientific. It is not precise but applies the scientific framework, and then the scientific itself is consistent with scientific knowledge. And in the complexity, they have an unelaborated facts, which is simple statements, and then elaborated facts, which is elaboration on terms, phenomena, etc. And then unelaborated explanations includes reasons, relationships, or mechanism. And then the last is elaborated explanation, which is elaborations on reasons, relationships, or mechanism. So in order to make sure the coding is credible, two rates code all the discussion text independently. the rates compare the coding, and then calculate the inter-rater agreement that achieved 0.91. Finally, then calculate the percent of each knowledge level, and the result is shown in table 7.3, which is this. You can see on the screen. Regardless on the table, the result indicated that the 0.4% of the discussion transcripts were pre-scientific, and 1% of them were hybrid, 18.6% of them were basically scientific, and 64% of them were scientific. Zeng also concluded that most learners had acquired scientific knowledge about tools in daily life. Uh, and in complexity aspect, the result demonstrated that 16% of these course transcripts were unelaborated facts, and also 67.3% of them were elaborated facts, and only 0.9% of them were unelaborated explanations, and 15 of 15% of them were elaborated explanations. So at the end of the case, Zeng concluded the finding indicated that most learners could elaborate terms, phenomena, and facts. However, only a few of them can provide elaborated explanations about tools in daily life, as we can see on the screen. So Zhang suggested that the teachers should provide more elaborated explanations to deepen the understanding of tools in daily life. Next, we have group performance. Wait a minute. Take a break for a while. So, in the group performance, the traditional assessment methods such as final tests, submitting artifacts, or products are adopted to analyze the group performance. Through these assessments, we can infer that what they know and what they can do or what they have accomplished in general. A final test is like a traditional method to evaluate the knowledge of learners. In the practice situation, making artifacts or products has been the standard assessment method. The step of product evaluating methods are similar to content analysis, which is both of them need to adopt an evaluation scheme. After that, products should be assessed according to the scheme. So if we take an example by a case by Zhang that products evaluation of a collaborative inquiry learning among four elementary schools in China, Zhang analyzed the final products of a collaborative inquiry activity. The participants are from four classes in four primary schools in China, and they are in each class were randomly assigned to the groups of four or five. Finally, 48 groups were formed. At first, Zhang chose the coding scheme proposed by Lai and Huang to analyze the submitted products of learning groups. The scheme includes word, space, color, and theme. Each dimension is separated into three levels, which is shown on the screen table on the screen. For that, that three levels, it is the dimension one, two, three. You can see it, and the four. What is this? What it is? The four same. The same is include word, space, color, and theme. So then evaluated the final products of group according to the same scheme and analyze the means and standard deviations of group products. So the result indicated that all of groups made great efforts to collaboratively draw the artifacts. As you can see on the screen, this is an example of the final products of groups. So they collaborate in the word, like word they write on here, the word they write on there, and here the title, I don't know what it is. And then space, the distribution of the space is fine. The space, like the space between the word and the picture, the draw is fine. They are not, they have space. And then the color, the product is colorful and the color is appropriate. Yeah, the product is colorful, like you can see it has some colors. And then the theme, the content of the product is consistent with the theme. So because I don't know what it is, what the title is, I don't know what theme is this. Maybe like a nature, because we can see that there are clouds here and a tree, and maybe it is, what is it? I don't know. Maybe we can conclude that the theme is nature. So yeah, that is all about my presentation. Sorry if the explanation is too fast. That's all from me, Annisa Azzahra. Thank you for the attention. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.